What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blueclouds Media. Football Menace Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. This is a show where we discuss everything football and also the biggest matches to the latest news in the transfer rumors. Please don't forget to like and share. Subscribe to Blueclouds Media Sports so you don't miss anything. Chelsea transfer window widely open. Join us. Join the Football Menace Live as we discuss the Blues' crazy transfer plan. Diomande Deal Close, exclusive details on Chelsea talk with Sporting CP for the young defensive best. Osimhen drops Chelsea CLUE. Napoli star hints at future switch. Can he replace Lukaku goals? Can he? As also we saw him got with the only decided goal against Ivory Coast in the ongoing African Cup of Nations. DAVIES next. Yes, Bayern Munich, Alphonso Davies. Left back link with a shock move to Stamford Bridge. Will he be the answer for the Chelsea left back situation, as Chelsea is looking forward to offload certain players in that left back row? I don't want to mention names, but you all know those players playing in that position. So yes, Alphonso Davies, today there are some rumors that he's been heavily linked with Chelsea, a move away from Bayern Munich to join Chelsea Football Club. So that's the news also over there. Mauricio Pochettino, top target, officially confirmed to Chelsea. He is coming to the Premier League, and y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Victor Osimhen. Yes, there is if you guys watch my YouTube shorts, I have a short video of Didier Drogba and some kind of a good relationship with Victor Osimhen. Lots of Chelsea legends have been trying to link up and approach Victor Osimhen, try as much as they can to convince this young talented player who won a couple years ago, won the best goal scorer for the ongoing that time the under-17 World Cup. So Victor Osimhen heavily linked to move to Chelsea. Also, like I said, there's a video of him with Didier Drogba hugging up in yesterday's game. So will Chelsea get their man? Plus fun Q&A live prediction and hilarious punditry. Don't miss a second of this Chelsea transfer extravaganza. As we're here, I'm going to take you guys through the next 30 minutes. I always say 30 minutes, but it depends on how the show is going and how interactive things are going on the platform. Also, if you are joining us here, whatever platform you are joining us, so remember, we're streaming live to 3 platforms at the same time. We're streaming live on YouTube, X, and also the Football Menace live on Facebook. Drop your comments in the comment section below, and do not forget your subscription and your likes on the video does a lot for this platform. It takes this channel to a different level. So thank you very much, and each and every one of you that is coming to the show. My brother is here again, who's ready here to help me out as usual. DJ Sav is in the building. Big up to you, DJ. Other news: Italian midfielder Cassidy, yes, being recalled back. Absolutely. I had that news a little bit later after I put all my news together, else it will mess things up. So I'll try and make sure I put it out. I'll put it in tomorrow's news. Yeah, but we can still talk about it whilst we're here live. Thank you very much, DJ Sav, for that. And Cassidy, you guys know Cassidy, brilliant player. It's a little bit raw. It needs time to develop. We saw him during preseason in the summer. So, guys, it's all right. No, it's all right. It's all right. DJ, don't have to be sorry. So, guys, this is what we have for the show today. Some of the news we are bringing back again. It's news that we've talked about, but there are little updates on some of the news that we have on the show. But yes, we still have to bring it up. If you guys have any other news you want to talk about on the show today, be my guest. Either we can make it short, 30 minutes or an hour, depending on how things are going. I like to keep it not more than an hour. I always like to keep it so, but if the news are short, then it's better to make just half an hour and then we're gone. But if it's more entertaining and then intriguing, then we'll make sure we keep it within an hour. So thank you guys for being here today. Let's see what you guys have, your thoughts in the mind, your question, your predicted everything, player that you think will come true with Chelsea Football Club, which position. We have to predict, guys. We have to try and predict the future. I know it's not that easy, but let's try and predict the future. If you think that a defensive midfielder or maybe a left back or a center back or a striker will walk through Chelsea's door, will be the player to walk through Chelsea's door. If you can even go ahead and predict the name of the player, I would love it to. I would love to have it here because I'm making a list. I'm making a list. Those that predict at the end of the transfer window, we're gonna see who is gonna win it. This is something that I'm trying to put on the show. Transfer window, predict which position, which player, and that can walk into Chelsea Football Club first. If you can do that, I would love it. So, guys, let's get it going. We'll be right back in a second. Stay with me. Do not go anywhere. Love you all. Welcome back again, beautiful people, viewers and cherished viewers of Football Menace Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. Chelsea transfer window widely open. Last season, Chelsea were linked to almost about 120 players. Is that going to happen? We've already seen the signs already. Gyökeres and the likes of was the strikers from Brighton Football Club, defenders coming from Sporting CP, others coming from Bayern Munich. It keep going on and on and on because they know Chelsea have the money and clickbait. So anyone that link a player to Chelsea will attract some attention on the news media. So today we'll be talking about Diomande Deal Close exclusive details on Chelsea's talk with Sporting CP for the young defensive best Ivorian defender making news out there. So DJ Salvis in the building. Ellison Hasira. Big up to you watching Football Menace Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. You can watch us live on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm very, very honored to read your comment for you. He says, well done, guys. Wish to know when it's Lavia and Lukaku coming back. Apparently, I think Lukaku should be ready. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure if Mauricio Pochettino did his press conference thing. Definitely he did it, but I missed that one. I missed that one. I was very, very busy. I missed. If it did, I did not get a notification, but I missed it. But from the last report that we did talk about on this platform, Lukaku is getting close to return from injury. Lavia, we've already seen Ben Chilwell. We've also seen Kanom Chukwumeka. So very soon we're going to end up seeing other players coming back, and that is where the questions are going to be asked to Mauricio Pochettino. Mauricio Pochettino said he's having issues with having the balance, and before he can get the balance right, he have to have all his players return from injury. Reece James, I would say maybe a month more before Reece James can return, a month or two before he can return. But thank you very much, Alison, for your wonderful comment. I will still, whilst we're still having the show, stick with us. I'll get more information as the show goes on, and I'll update you on when exactly are these two players, Lavia and Kuku, supposed to return. Thank you very much for joining us here. Also, if you don't mind, later on in a bit, I will drop the link in there, and don't forget to be part of the show. I know you have the voice. Don't worry about anything. We don't discriminate. We don't discriminate the way anyone talks on this platform. So if you're free, we'll send a link in there. Click on it and join us on the platform and have a say. Whatever you have in mind, you want to disclose, you want to share with us, with your football club, which position you think that Chelsea, it's very important for Chelsea to replace or bring in someone to help out in that position. Let us know in the comment section below. Ellison said from Uganda. Big up to all my Uganda family and Chelsea fans and everyone supporting the channel from Uganda. Bro, you can do me a favor. Just click on the link and then share the video on your social media feed or your page, so people who don't know much about this channel can also click on it. And also, don't forget, Ellison, you can also subscribe to our platform on YouTube. Also, yeah, we're streaming live on YouTube. You can be part of the community also on YouTube. So wherever you are, when I upload any video, you wouldn't miss anything from our platform. Thank you very much, Ellison, for being here. DJ Sab said, I think we will get a lone striker in, and a lone striker in. Don't rule out Benjamin Sesko. Yes, dear, and DJ Sav love this player. He talks about him almost every day. Benjamin Sesko, yes, from I think Aston Villa, right? Aston Villa coming in before the window shuts. Okay, there's been a lot of reports from me. Big up to you, 12/7. Haven't seen you in couple stream. The stream has been, it's been so explosive and things have been very going on very, very well here. Lots of people are tuning in. You can look at the previous stream. The numbers will tell you the truth. So it's been a while, 12/7. I hope you're doing very, very good. Mod, do not have to leave me. My mod have to stay in here and welcome the new people that comes in all the time, 12/7. I hope you're doing very well. Absolutely. So yes, I have just I think 3 more minutes. I will drop the link in the link in there. Anyone there that's free with regards to some of the topics that we're about to talk over here. Diomande deal, a strong Ivorian defender that Chelsea are looking for to bring in, and also Alfonso David, Canadian international. We know how good he is. He has lots of pace. He's defensively. He's also very good. He's been linked today in a move to the Premier League. I don't know what you guys thought. Would you prioritize Alfonso David from the Bundesliga to join Chelsea? Would you like that? Would you give a thumb up for that transfer window? 12/7 said, yeah, man, sorry for inconvenience. No, bro, you don't have to be sorry. You don't have to be sorry. I'm just how would I say it? I'm just being funny over here. I'm just being funny, bro. Do not take it serious. I'm just being funny here. So I know, like I always say, y'all all got lots of stuff to do, and it doesn't mean you have to be on the channel all the time. You jump in when you're free, okay? You jump in when you're free. Time will permit you to be free and then contribute in the show. You just have to do that. You don't have to be here all the time. When you're busy, when I'm busy, sometimes I do take care of the stream and a family, and then I come in probably a bit late from my normal stream time. But when I have the time, I'll make sure I get a stream done at the right time. So you guys know that I'm always live at this specific time. But thank you very much, 12/7 for tuning in today. Setsko playing for right back Leipzig. Oh, am I getting confused here? I thought he's the Aston Villa guy. Oh, he's a striker. He's a striker. I need to wake up. I'm getting confused here. Alfonso Davis, 100% yes in the summer. In the summer, because right now I know Cucurella is not going anywhere. Cucurella is not going anywhere. And Chilwell is just returning from injury. There's no way he can also be sold. So, dig yourself. From what you said, makes a lot of sense. The summer will be the best time to have Alfonso David in if Chelsea. I mean, it's early stages. It's just rumors, nothing hefty yet. He is the Australian striker Okay. I think DJ is here. Let me get my my quarterback. I'm the offensive player on the channel, and I'm gonna have my quarterback coming in. DJ, quarterback.
Big up, bro. What's going on?
Oh, not too bad, DJ. It's always nice. It's always nice to have you back on the show, man.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
DJ, today's topic,
yeah,
I don't want to talk much about Diomande deal. I know we've been talking about him for almost about 3 days in a row now. But Osimhen also have dropped a little clue, which he's really interested in joining Chelsea. He didn't really go into details because he still has a contract with Napoli and he has to respect that. But then, yeah, he did not rule out a move away from Napoli. Mauricio Pochettino has also he has put the green light that he really like Victor Osimhen. It's another news that is also out there. And then others also are Alfonso David. Today, we wake up that he's also heavily linked with a move to Stamford Bridge.
yeah.
What's your thoughts on any of the news that is up today?
Yeah, listen, Victor. Also, first of all, thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure to be here talking to you about football and the club that we love so much and have passion for. Um, for me, look, I think the Osman one is for me. It's what it is. I would love to see the play at Chelsea. I think I've already said that to you in our last couple of streams that he'd be one player I would love to see come to Chelsea in the summer. That's when the deal's going to happen. I think people have made a lot of this thing with Didier
Yeah.
Drogba that he's spoken to him, have hugged and stuff, and people are kind of putting two and two together that he's going to come to Chelsea. At the end of it, how I look at it, it depends on where we are next season as well. We've got to make sure where I think we've got to be at least playing in Europe. I think Champions League would be the obviously easiest choice and priority. But I think if you talk to the player beforehand and say, look, we might not be in the Champions League next season, but if we can get into the Europa Cup, would you like to come and play one season with us in the Europa Cup and help us to get to the Champions League and still maybe challenge for the Premiership title next season? But again, I know it's a lot of ifs and buts. I know it's a lot about people probably saying, "Oh, DJ, you're way off. It's not going to happen that way." Maybe, but we've got to be confident at the same time. And I would love to see him obviously come to Chelsea as our number one striker for the summer. In terms of Alfonso Davies, as you asked me about, I would love to see this guy come to Chelsea. I think this came out. A couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, and I stated on my X page, I said, don't be surprised if you see either Ben Chilwell or Cucurella going as part of this deal if Alfonso Davies was to happen next season. And lo and behold, a week later, a couple of days later, the
Yeah.
same report came out that Ben Chilwell could be going the other way with Alfonso Davies coming to Chelsea, because obviously Tuchel's the manager there, and obviously Thomas Tuchel likes Ben Chilwell, so it makes sense in that way. But my doubts about this deal, my doubts about this happening is, as much as I'd love Alfonso Davies to come to Chelsea, my also understanding is that what I've heard and read is that Bayern Munich may be doing another managerial change in the summer, and you could be seeing Xabi Alonso going in there as manager and Thomas Tuchel gone. So it's very unlikely then
Nice prediction.
whether they'll let Alfonso Davies go is another thing. And I tell you what, they were to sack Thomas Tuchel, mate, I'll take him back to Chelsea in a heartbeat. No, but that's never going to happen.
Brilliant, brilliant, DJ. Spot on. Guys, if you guys hear any of these prediction anywhere, it is live on Blueclouds Media and it's predicted by one and only DJ South, the Chelsea man, is predicting. I think that this predicted prediction that DJ Sav is putting up is spot on. It might happen. I feel that it can happen. Things can go on the other side, and things will not be going well for Bayern Munich, and they'll be looking forward to throw, Thomas Tuchel on the other side, and Xavi Alonso, who's been so brilliant, and Bayern Munich want to grab every good thing that goes on in the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich wanted every player. You're talking about all the best players that have come through the German Bundesliga end up finding themselves at Bayern Munich. So why not? They've had Nagelsmann, who was so good with IB Leipzig. Now they'll be looking at Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso's father is a coach and was a player too. And I know I've even talked about Xavi Alonso that he was going to grow up to be a very, very, good, good coach. And look at how he started already. Look at how he started. He's going to the right way. Listen to his dad, learn from his dad, and he's going to the right way. Not Wayne Rooney, not what's his name, the Neville brothers, the one that managed the English women national team, and Frank Lampard and Rooney, and then the whole and the whole other players. But then look. Xavi is doing the right thing, and I hope that he continue doing it. And I hope that this prediction come true, and then we're gonna have people gonna take DJ stuff very, very serious. So thank you very much, DJ, for this prediction. I hope it comes true. I don't hope that Thomas Tuchel loses his job, but I'm hope that DJ's prediction will come true. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, 1207, thank you very much for your comment. He says the see man Alfonso age is not that bad, but the experience he has by playing in high level matches. Alfonso will be perfect for us. Thank you very much. That's what 12-7 feel. Alfonso Davies' move will be perfect for Chelsea. Broja can be sold if we get Karim Benzema. Big up to you. Gulam Mustafa in the building says big up me, DJ, and everyone out there.
Big up, Gulam. Big up.
What's up, Nee and DJ? What's up to you too? Queen of Chelsea. Welcome back to the channel again. So DJ, we have you've nailed it, and I can't disagree with you on that. Chelsea, but DJ,
yeah.
If we can, I heard there was a report coming from Pat Nevin today at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm saying the name right. Is it Nevin or Neville?
Pat Nevin. Pat
Nevin. Okay.
Yeah, Chelsea legend he was.
Yeah. Pat Nevin disclosed us something today, which I feel like it is very, very. I disagree with him. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I really disagree with Pat Nevin was trying to say today in regards to this. Is what he put up. He said, this coming from Pat Nevin. It says, "I would choose Evan Ferguson over Karim Benzema. How many times have Chelsea gone down that route of signing experienced strikers? You think of certain strikers that Chelsea have signed in the later stages of their career. The likes of Shevchenko could go through a number of them. They are all brilliant, but very few of them scored a lot of goals. For the clubs, it's such a short tennis thing, and then so against what either has been. So what all that he's trying to say is he would prefer to go in for Evan Ferguson over Karim Benzema, which I think that is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard from a legend. Why would he go for Evan Ferguson for almost about 100 million? He's not going to come in and sit on the bench. He's not going to be a player that is coming in on loan for a short term. Chelsea have already prioritized Osimhen in the summer. Why bring that expensive young player in the January transfer window? Would you prefer a short term, bringing in a player that you know is already proven, instead of going in for an Evan Ferguson?
Listen. Generally, I have so much respect for Pat Nevin, for what he's achieved, for what he was at Chelsea, and for what he still is. He goes down to being. Yeah. Back in the 80s, he was a top player. Okay, we didn't win much under when he was there, but he's still a legend for the club. Old school. If you're an old school Chelsea fan, you would know a lot about Pat Nevin. But some of the comments he does come out and say, I agree to. I totally agree, and sometimes I just look at it I take it from what I'm trying to take it from two angles. Now, I think what he's looking at is Shevchenko came to us. We all know what a world star he was for AC Milan. He came over to Chelsea. He didn't perform to the latter of what he could do because I think the Premiership was either too fast for him, or he just couldn't get into the right areas to do what he needed to do. But in terms of Benzema, I'm a bit surprised with this one because for me, Benzema, you just have to look at the guy's record to tell you where this guy is in football and what he's achieved so much. And I think coming to Chelsea could be the ideal thing, because what will happen with it, if you think about the players that, people will say, okay, when Shevchenko was at Chelsea, you had the likes of Frank Lampard who could pass the ball to him. You had At that time, you had Joe Cole, you had who was on the other side, Damien Duff. Yeah,
Demon
players
Duff
like
on the
that,
right hand
Damien Duff,
side.
players like that who could pass the ball and make him, make him score the goals. And they did do that. To be fair to Joe Cole and and Damien Duff, we all know what class wingers they were for Chelsea. All right, he just never got into the position to score the goals that he needed to score. And that's the only reason why it didn't work out for Shishak. He was either slow or he was sometimes going offside. But then someone like a Didier Drogba would always get onto those passes that would come into him, and he'd score them. So when I look at the thing with Benzema, creating chances at Chelsea is not the issue. I think for us that won't be a problem for Benzema because he'll get the chances to finish. It's just that we haven't got the right finishes to put the ball in the back of the net at the moment, and this is where we are failing at the moment. And I think that someone of his caliber, bringing him in for 6 months on the loan deal, I would love to see that happen. But I just don't think it's going to happen because my understanding is what I've heard today. I'm reading and hearing from reports that are various reports coming out. I think there was a guy who came on Sky Sports when they were doing the transfer show. He was one of the European ones who do all
Football
the transfers.
experts.
Experts, yeah, came
Yeah.
on and said that the issue with Benzema currently is just a
Is
small
it
little issue.
does it work with German German league?
Yeah, I think it's is it Hatchard? I think his name is
Yeah, Kevin
Hatchard.
Harchard. Yeah, he's a commentator and
Yeah,
he's a
and then he comes
commentator
on.
for the German league. Yeah, Kevin Harchard. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and there was
listen to
another
him
one
every
that
day.
came. Yeah, and there was another one that came, and I can't remember. And they were just saying that the situation with Benzema is there's just a slight thing. There's a slight situation with his club at the moment, and apparently he's not turned up to training for the last couple of weeks. He's not been training with the team. They think that he wants a way out. I just think that they said that once something I can't remember what was actually mentioned. There was something that was slowly going on in the background. Once that is sorted out, you will not see Benzema leaving that team. I think things will be back to normal. Now, however, I would still love to see Benzema come. But, I disagree with what Pat Nevin has to say on this occasion, I have to say.
Absolutely. I look at it and I was like, no, I disagree. I disagree with him because this is a young player who wants to play football. Karim Benzema is on the verge of retiring from football. He's getting close to his retirement or being done with the highest level of football. And if he's having an issue and he wants to move on and play football from somewhere else, if he can have, Karim Benzema, maybe at least in a short term, not a long term project. Evan Ferguson, you're looking at a long term project, and if it's moving from Brighton, it's not going to move on loan. He's moving on a permanent basis. And how much football has he played? He's been terrific when he gets game time. He scores beautiful goals. He's strong. He's tall. Very not easy to bring him down. But I don't know what is going on. Why Brighton are not playing Evan Ferguson anymore? He hasn't played football for quite some time. Who knows how good he's going to be? And he's going to need time to adapt to how Chelsea play. So, what's the point of bringing in him inexperienced and experienced player?
100%, and there's a reason why De Zerbi is clearly not playing him. Listen, we've always given plaudits to De Zerbi for the job he's been doing at Brighton. At this moment in time, has been excellent, and I think he's taken Brighton from a Graham Potter way to taking them a little bit that higher up, and for the way he plays football, we all know he plays brilliant football from his management style of playing. He does play good football. And you look at a player like Evan Ferguson, who would probably fit that bill for them for what they do. But for whatever reason or another, he doesn't seem to think he can live up to it. Maybe it's because he probably thinks he's too young. I don't know. But he's got the height. He's got the physique. But he obviously needs to work on his game. And I think maybe they're thinking, rather than, I'll be honest with you, I really am tired of us being Brighton's feeder club, to be honest with you, because it seems like we're going and buying every player, every manager, coach, and everyone from Brighton. All of a sudden, they've become the club we're looking up to, which in itself is embarrassing because they've not achieved anything in the game, right? And bringing in another player like like Ferguson, listen, I think he's a good player, he's a good talent. But he's not what we need at this moment in time. You might as well just keep Brozier at the football club rather than go and fork out that kind of money on a player. And you've already got a player who's ready at the football club already, who's a Chelsea player.
Right.
Sorry, buff. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, DJ. So yeah, just like DJ just said, we are throwing money away just like that. How much you probably, if you look into, maybe for all you know, even Brighton just got this guy for maybe 2 million or 3 million, and they're gonna end up gaining almost about 80 million profit from this player. That's too much money that Chelsea is throwing out to Brighton. Cucurella, that's enough. We did not learn from the Cucurella deal. We went to Casado. We just hope and we are praying that this guy his move to Chelsea becomes a positive thing. Not it's not nothing that we can we can remember said and add him to the other top players that we brought to the football club and didn't go well for them. Lights of sometimes I don't want to add Fernando Torres to the list, but sometimes I have to push myself and add him to it. But yeah, I'll take Torres out. But you look at Shevchenko, it's one of the biggest example of them. Pato, one of them. Radamel Falcao, also who came alone. It would never work for him. And who else? Samuel Eto'o did very, very good. Samuel Eto'o did very good for Chelsea when he signed. But Pato, I said Gonzalo Higuain also did not do well. Gonzalo Higuain, also one of them, did not also do well. Dimbaba, he did very, very well. He was one of the January transfer players that came in, and so we have to be very careful on the players that we're bringing in. Did you any more on Alphonso Davies?
Yeah, on Alphonso Davies, as I said, it's one of those ones where I would love him at Chelsea. There's no doubt. I think if you ask any Chelsea fan out now and you're saying to Todd Bowley and co, if you want to change the way Chelsea is going, he's the kind of player. Go back to them ways and bring that kind of player in, because that's the kind of player that we need at our football club. But as I said, it's very. I think it would be very difficult to get him, and the reason why it'd be difficult to get him is because, as I said, there are talks, very, very massive talks coming out of Germany that in the summer, Bayern Munich are going to possibly replacing Thomas Tuchel with Alonso, and I can't see Alonso selling Alphonso Davies. To be honest with you, it'll be on, and I think why it's come available now. I don't know if it's a situation he's fallen out with Thomas Tuchel. I don't know why it's come up in that kind of way. But then I'm reading also the other thing I found very surprisingly is the player they want to bring in to possibly replace him at Bayern Munich at this moment in time, and that is Kieran Trippier from Newcastle, who can play as a left back and who can play as a right back. Are you really telling me that Kieran Trippier is better than Alphonso Davies? I don't think so. He might be good at his free kicks and he can go up and down on the right. But if there's that talk that they're looking at Kieran Trippier and they're ready to sell off one of their best players in their team, I find that a very strange decision. Who's making them decisions? Whether it's Thomas Tuchel as a manager or whether it's the owners, I don't know. But I found that a very strange one. So look, as I said, I would love Alphonso Davies at Chelsea. I think he's a world class defender, left back, and if we can get him in at Chelsea, I would not say no to that.
Yeah, I think this deal, I mean, these rumors that came out, it's a little bit disturbing for Newcastle United. I understand they're going through financial, fair play problems, which they are low or they are short on money, which is 73 million, which was being disclosed, and because of that they have to sell some players. But how much can you get from Trippier? How much? You're not going to get a whole lot because because of his age. I'm not so sure. I think he's 33 years old right now. DJ.
That's right. He is.
Yeah, 33 years old, and they're trying to move on to Bayern Munich. Who is signing? Just like DJ said, who is making these moves? Like Dyer. Is it like help me, let's get their problems going on here. Like help me, brother, help me thing. I mean, come on, man.
Dyer, you can understand Harry Kane, bruv, but yeah. Those other two,
weird one is. I mean, if you look at England, how many of these top 5 will go for Dyer? I don't know. In England, no one wants him. Chelsea wouldn't prioritize Dyer. Arsenal wouldn't prioritize Dyer either, because Dyer was there when they brought in the likes of Tomiyasu and all the other new defenders that they brought in. Dyer was right there. And Tottenham doesn't even want him, and they sold him to Bayern Munich. Wow. And then they want Trippier. Trippier is, I mean, he's so good. He's inspirational for Newcastle United. Why would they want to sell a player of that caliber. You want to sell Trippier and keep who? He's on the right back. So they have Tino Livramento on the right back, on the right row. Come on, he's still young. He's learning. He's still learning.
And
give
he's and injury
Trippier the
prone,
time.
bro, and injury prone as well because he had that
Yeah,
bad injury as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to sell, I agree. Alexander Isak and Guimaraes, I'll sell Guimaraes. I'll sell Guimaraes and keep Isak because you need the goals. With the midfield, you can get some legs in the midfield to help out. And keep your defense. Defense is very, very important. And how many experienced players you can get from the Premier League to play in your defense, like Trippier. He gives you goals. He's a very, very, very good dead ball specialist also. Free kicks, he'll get you all those. So why do you want to sell him?
Yeah, it's a strange one.
It is.
It's a very strange one, and like I said, I like to know who's making them decisions at Bayern Munich because when you look at Bayern Munich, I mean they're known for going for talented players that are, let's give an example, Jamal Musiala, who they took from us, from our, who they got from us because we decided that he wasn't good enough for us, but he's gone to Bayern Munich and the guy's just balled out. And you look at that, you think they're the kind of gems and players that Bayern generally look for. And then you're thinking, do they look at older players? I mean, I can't for the life of me think of the time when Bayern Munich have actually gone in for older players. They've always gone for either the gems that they can improve as players, or they'll go for the next best, or they'll go for the big name signings out there. So as long as they can get them at a good price, a reasonable price, because they don't go and overspend their money to be fair to Bayern Munich. But whatever they do spend, they always get the right players in. So I find it a bit of a strange one that that these two players that you've mentioned have been linked. Well, one's already there, and then you've got you've got Trippier. I find that a very weird one. But only time will tell if that happens or not. Because apparently they can't get a deal for this other. I mean, their first choice is it Mukiele from PSG. They can't get him in, can they? The right back that they want. He's the original target for them, but they can't get him.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah,
and that's why they're looking at Trippier. So let's see what happens on that one. It's a strange one, but let's see what happens.
Well, DJ Sap said, let's see what happened on that one. Guys who are watching live, Football Menace live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. You can watch this stream on 3 platforms at the same time right now. If you're on YouTube, you can watch us live. Don't forget to drop your like. And also, you can share the video for the platform, share the video, and also like the video that you're watching. That's how you can also your support and push the video to distances or different places. And also you can watch us live on X and Facebook at the same time. So the next on the topic, it's KFC, thank you very much, said Alphonso Davies should be a signing for this summer. Thank you very much. I do agree with you that summer is what people are going to take this news really serious. So next on the bill, we are talking about another striker who scored the goals for the Ivory Coast yesterday. The only goal, for the Super Eagles Nigerian national team yesterday. The man is back scoring again. The man that is heavily linked with Chelsea and looks like he will be coming through the door in this summer transfer window. Victor Osimhen, DJ, he was on the score sheet. The only goal that was being scored to get a victory for Nigeria in the ongoing African Cup of Nations. Victor Osimhen was on the score sheet, bro.
Oh yeah, and what a way of answering your critics after that miss he made in the first game, and people were on his back. And I said, any top striker can miss those kind of chances. It just happened to happen for him in a big game or playing in a big tournament that he missed it, and everyone's getting on his back. Now listen, we all know the guy's world class. He's just a top-notch striker, and I know you were having your reservations yesterday about him coming and what your reasons were. I can understand that, but I just don't doubt it for a second. I think he's just the kind of player that would improve our striking force, mate, for next season, and just the kind of player you need, to get you the goals and put us up that table. But like I said, it'd be a difficult deal to do. I think, as I said, he's going to have a lot of options come the end of the season, mate. We're looking at clubs like PSG. Yeah. There's talk of the Saudi League might come back in for him. Then you're looking at other clubs in the Premiership. Liverpool, Manchester United have been mentioned. All these, there'll be a lot of people. Real Madrid, I've also heard, could be mentioned. They don't get Mbappe. So he's going to have choices to go to. But the good thing for him, the good thing I could only say is that he grew up wearing a Chelsea and a Man United shirt. His dream is to play in the Premiership one day, as he said. Hopefully it will be us that makes that deal. And I'm hoping agents Drogba and agents Obi Mikel have managed to convince him in some ways to come and see and tell him about what life is like at Chelsea when when they were there.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens, mate. I mean, his goal yesterday was a good goal. It was a good way of answering your critics after that bad miss. And I'm really happy for the guy. All I hope for is he comes next season.
Thank you very much, DJ Sav in the building, guys. The rest of the 10 minutes that we have here, how many minutes? 50. No, we have 20 minutes. The next 20 minutes that we have on the show, we will be talking randomly, talking about transfer deals in the Premier League from Arsenal to maybe Luton Town, all the way down from Manchester City all the way down. So anything that come across you guys' mind on a transfer deal going on in Europe, guys, you can drop it. That's what I want this show to be. Yeah, it's all the fan show. It's all made for the fans. So if you're watching us, wherever platform you're watching us, please, like I said, fan forum. You have to drop your questions, fan Q&A, live reactions, hilarious Punditry. Drop them in the comment section below so we can read them. And also, if you have any prediction regarding Chelsea Football Club, whom you think will come true first. If you can't predict the name and you think that it's going to be a defender or a midfielder or an attacker, let me know. If it's going to be whether loan or a permanent deal, bro, you can drop it there. That's all. We want to have your inclusion. We want you to have a say on the platform. So whatever prediction you have, whoever part of the position you think will come through Chelsea first, let me know and I'll put your name down. At the end of the transfer window, we're gonna go through the list and see who really won the transfer window. Our viewers who thought that maybe a defender, a midfielder, or an attacker, a winger, right wing, left wing, center back, left center back, right wing, left wing, is gonna come in first. Just let me know and I'll write it down. So at the end of the transfer window, we're gonna go through it again. DJ, lots of news going on. Fabrizio, and also, yeah, DJ, you did share this with me. Samuel Johnson has also reported, just like you did share earlier on, about Chelsea recalling Cassidai, another Italian brilliant player. We saw him play. We saw him play during preseason, and he's with Leicester City, doing very, very good on top of the league. Chelsea wants him back. How will that go for Leicester City? I mean, why is Chelsea doing that to Leicester City? DJ Saf, can you hear me? I think DJ Saf is having a little bit of a connection issue, but once he gets his everything figured out, he will join us here. So, guys, it's been reported today. Samuel Johnson said CFC caused a surprise by recalling Cassidai from a loan spell. He is with Leicester City at this moment in the championship. Leicester City are on top of the championship and league, and they are doing very, very well. And Cassidai's inclusion or his performance in the midfield has been terrific. He on the ball, he tackles 51 wins 50 balls, and he's been brilliant so far for Leicester City. But Chelsea have called him. DJ Savvy's back.
Sorry, bro.
DJ, yeah, it's all right, DJ. Don't be sorry.
The phone rang. Yeah, go on.
I mean, how is this going to affect Leicester City's season? Taking away one of their key players.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't had a chance to read the big story on. I've not actually had a chance to read it full on of why they've recalled him back. There must be a reason, whether it was something we requested, because he was getting game time at Leicester. I don't know if he's got an injury and he's come back because of that reason, but I don't think you recall a player back. I don't think you generally, when a player gets injured, generally they come back to the football club, to their football club when they get injured. Generally, in that case, when a player's out on loan. So I don't think they recalled him in terms of that, in terms of an injury. I think maybe maybe Poch probably thought he probably needs him in midfield. Maybe we've got more injuries in midfield that we don't know about. Maybe there's been some fresh news that's come out on Lavia. There could be some other that he might not be able to make it for a while longer. I know there was issues about Leslie as well. He's going to be out for quite some time. I know Chukwuemeka's now coming back, but we obviously need that midfield. Or could it also mean, and I'm just putting this one out there.
Yeah.
Are we seeing the end of Conor Gallagher out of Chelsea in this window, come the end of the transfer window?
It could be. It could be, because if Cassidy is not injured, there's no reason to bring Cassidy back with all the midfielders that you have. You have Conor Gallagher, you have what's his name again? Enzo Fernandez, and then Caicedo over there, then other players on the bench. What's the need of recalling this player back to Chelsea Football Club? I don't know. You expect him to finish the season.
Yeah.
If it's injured, then they have to be, Chelsea medical team have to take care of him very, very well. And it's the responsibility of Leicester City to handle this issue. It's not Chelsea's, unless maybe Chelsea want to go deep down into it, because it's their property.
No, depending what happens. Generally, as far as I know, with players that are on loan from their club, from my understanding, if a player was to get I think it's in all the leagues. If a player was to get a bad injury, obviously they assess the injury, but if they can't do anything for them at that football club, then they have to. I think there's a clause or whatever. They have to send them back to their club, back to their club they've loaned them from, for them to assess his injuries, and then they probably then send him back out on loan again, back to them again afterwards. So I don't know whether I've not read that the loan. I don't know if the loan has completely finished. If the loan is completely finished and he's not injured, and Chelsea have just gone and it's been Chelsea have recalled him back, then something's telling me that it's either injuries to our midfield that we already know. As I said, Lavia's out, Leslie's out. Obviously, Chukwuemeka's coming back. We don't know how fully fit he is. And obviously, with us still being in the cup competitions, obviously he'll be handy for them cup competitions as well. But could that also mean another thing is, because in the last couple of days I've seen so much about Conor Gallagher, is that are we ready to be letting this guy go before this transfer window shuts? Is there a deal in place already with Tottenham, maybe, that a deal's already going to be done and accepted, and we're going to let him go to Tottenham? I don't know. It's a strange one of calling him back, but I'm sure we're going to know in the next couple of days why he's been recalled back.
This is what I'm reading on Google. I think this is from Google, according to Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea's intention is for Cassidy to be involved in the first team squad for the remainder of the season, rather than be sent out on loan.
There you go.
Again, he said he has impressed numerously at the King Power Stadium, at the Blues, feels he is ready to contribute immediately. So that's a report. So there's no injury there, according to what Fab is saying. There's no injury, but then Chelsea are now very, very impressed on Cassidy, and they want him at the football club. So that means that, look, something's
going on.
Yeah, something's going on there. Either Gallagher is about to leave, or maybe they're not impressed of Gallagher's performance.
That could be another thing, but again, you can't really. Again, listen, I know I've gone and I've heard a lot of. I've watched a lot of streams. I've heard a lot of Chelsea's fans comments on Conor Gallagher. I know there's the fan base is 50-50 on this guy. He has up and down games, and one Chelsea fan says the only reason why he looks good in the Chelsea shirt is because he's got energy, because he runs all over the place. That's the only reason why it makes him look good. But I think I'm not going to be harsh on him in that way. I think he's done okay for us. The only thing he's not done is scored us goals. I mean, you would think a player who's playing that well would at least score some goals. He's been unlucky in that way. For myself, I don't think Conor Gallagher's a bad player. I don't think he's an excellent player either. But he does what we call, he just does the job. He does what Chelsea fans like to see, a guy who can run with energy and can do things on the ball, and it can be it's effective to some degree, but not to the effective side of wow, what a player. It's not like that, but he just does a job. But for myself, I think this whole thing with Conor Gallagher now is, I think the reason why Cassidy is possibly coming back, I think it will not surprise me before the end of this window that Conor Gallagher is not a Chelsea player come the end of this window.
Absolutely. DJSUP said he won't be surprised if Conor Gallagher won't be a Chelsea player in the by the end of the window. So, guys, that's just another news for you. Big up to I want to love you forever. Hello and much love to everyone
Big
tuning
up
in today.
to you.
Don't forget to hit that like button and
Spot on.
subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. I want to love you forever supporting the channel. Ellison, thank you very much again for liking the video on Facebook, Blueclouds Media Live on Facebook. So whoever is watching, guys, please, the link is right there. Do me a favor and do yourself a favor. If you have anything in your mind you want to share with us on this platform, yes, we got a lot of numbers. People are watching. Wherever platform you're watching us from, click on the link. It will bring you to the studio, and I'll give you the voice that you don't get from other platforms, so you can have a say. That is why you are joined. That is why you love this channel, isn't it? That's why you love this channel. You're always tuning in. You're always coming back just to listen to what we got to say. But I want to get you watching me right now. Yeah, you. I know you're watching me. You watch me every day. Yeah. Click on it. Click on it.
Excellent, mate.
Yeah, you're over there. I can see you. I know you're sitting in the couch, and you also over there. You are in your living room. I can tell. Yeah, click on the link. Yeah, do that. Yeah, click on it. Click on it. Good job. Or even share it. Good job. All right. Okay. We've talked about that. The next Conor Gallagher will be leaving Chelsea Football Club by the end of the transfer window. Is what we're discussing now. Chelsea have recalled the likes of Katsidai from Leicester City to join the team to the end of the season. Katsidai is a good player. He's got energy. He can tackle. He can win balls. He does things that maybe he was also better in season before the summer when he in Chelsea during preseason, and he was one of the players that was so impressive during Chelsea preseason. You remember Casadei, you remember Diego Moreira, and also the other guy from what's again DJ. You mentioned his name yesterday.
Who's that? Sorry, bro.
The
Which
other
one?
Chelsea player on loan to Strasbourg.
Oh, Angelo Gabriel.
Angelo Gabriel, another good player, and Ian Matson. These are the players that made the preseason so impressive. When you won that trophy, these were the key players that made us win that trophy. So, good thing that Chelsea have called Cassidy back from loan. Happy days. We're gonna move on from there. The next player we'll be talking about, DJ Sav. Another blow to Liverpool.
Yes.
Injury hit
Mohamed
Mo
Salah.
Salah, the guy that gets them all the goals.
Yep.
How can Liverpool finish the league arguably their tip to win the Premier League? How can they do it without their most dangerous talisman?
This is
Mo
an
Salah?
interesting one, Nate. This is an interesting one because I've already heard some Liverpool fans already crying that Mo Salah he's not going. He might not be playing. There's a possibility he might, but then how long his injury's out for, or how long he's going to be out for. Yeah. But there's already Liverpool fans already crying that without him in the team, we're not going to be able to do anything. That just tells me one thing: do you just depend on one player then? Because I know he's your main guy, he's your main bloke in the team, but it looks like they go on about Chelsea relying on one player to get them to do them something. It's like they rely on one player. Right. I look at that Liverpool team and I think they are still a dangerous team. I still think with or without Mo Salah in the team, they can still be good. Obviously, with Mo Salah in it, it's more effective. I'm not going to lie, because he's a world class player. And to this day, I'm annoyed that we let him go when we did, which was a stupid thing to do. But he's a world class player. We can't take that away. And any team that loses a player of that caliber will would be gutted by it all. But I still think Liverpool will be okay. As much as I don't like Liverpool, because I think some of their fan base is just so arrogant, things that they come out with. To be honest with you, I still think they've got a good enough team with or without Salah in that team to still be up there. But I can understand the fans' worry, because as I said, you take him out their team, he takes out goals, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like he's already back at Liverpool. He's been going through scans and they're assessing his injury. And according to Judging Club, the reports on the injury will be out as soon as they have from the medical team. So a good thing that Liverpool are up on it. They're up on this injury. Another report over there. Cristiano Ronaldo is throwing jabs at the French league. He said the Saudi Pro League is better than the French league. He can tell that already. What is this guy saying? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Listen, bruv. Listen. I've got the utmost respect for Chris. Okay, you can say he's your fellow countryman. Yeah, listen. I've got the utmost respect for Cristiano Ronaldo and what he says. And sometimes a lot of this stuff he says is just tongue in cheek. And I think if you look at what he said after he made them comments, and if you ever watched the interview or saw it on Sky, but he did a wink after he said that. He did a little wink, and you catch him from the little wink. Yeah. To realise that this guy is just obviously he's got to say what he's got to say, because if you look inside that crowd when he was talking there, there was a load of people from those various countries. From the various clubs or from that country that were there. So he had to say what was good for everyone. Obviously, the Saudi league is going to get good. You know, to say it's better than the French league, I wouldn't go as far as that. To be honest with you. But they're getting there, as he said. They are going to get there. And I think, to be fair to Ronaldo, he did actually say it could be better in the next 3 years. He can see this. He can see them going up and up in the next 3 to 4 years. So he did point it out that, yes, they are doing well at this moment in time. He can see, you know, all the different players that are now coming over. Even the coaches are now coming over. World-class coaches are coming over there as well. So, yeah, I mean, look. It's tongue in cheek. I mean, he knows it's a good league, as he has to say that. But to be fair, you know, he did say it could be 3 to 4 years time where they'll be well up there. So.
Thank you very much, DJ. Big up to you, Gamicho Oli, watching us live on Blueclouds Media on Facebook. Much love to you, Gamicho. You always tuning in. This is the second time I think you've tuned in and always like the video. Thank you, Gamicho. Make sure you share the video for us too. You're always welcome to our platform. And like I said, guys, the link is right there, Gamicho. If you can click on it and talk to us over here on the platform. Don't be shy. Click on it. So Cristiano Ronaldo again once then. This is what I think DJs this guy never, when he realized that his name is going silent, he put something out there and bring his name back on the media again. There's no way you can go a year without hearing nothing from Cristiano Ronaldo. No, either he scores goals or either he does something dramatic or either he puts something in the national team so you can get something to write about Cristiano Ronaldo. The football will be gone, but we can never forget Cristiano Ronaldo. And you can never write history of football without Cristiano Ronaldo. It's incomplete. It's definitely incomplete. People talk about, I always say this, you know, they're two GOATs. They're all different kind of players. But to me, if I'm a team owner and I want to take Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm going for Ronaldo all day. Everyone has his own opinion. Why you're taking the player. But look, if you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, the comparison, I want to raise this debate on this platform. Ronaldo and Messi, who do you think is good? And probably I'm going to do it myself with Chelsea Dan. I'm going to take one side, or maybe I'll take one side and we'll debate this. Yeah, on this platform, I know he's going to raise a lot of eyebrows. Look, Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, I'm always going for Cristiano Ronaldo. You're talking about in the air, who is better than the other? It's Cristiano Ronaldo. You're talking about behind, outside the box, shot and everything. Cristiano Ronaldo gives you more. Messi have done some free kicks, but Ronaldo have given us lots of free kicks. Pains. Both players have their questions on penalties. But look, complete player, winger, everything. Cristiano Ronaldo is a complete player to me. So why would I go in for Messi? He's a good player in the box. That one is way better than Cristiano Ronaldo. But a complete player, Cristiano Ronaldo all day. All right, it's not that easy to say, but I make it look like it's so easy.
The way you do make it out. I'll be honest with you, Neil, I'm not going to lie to you. Look, I love both players. Look, I mean, Ronaldo, obviously, I mean, I'm prouder because obviously he's the same countryman as myself. Portuguese, and to see the Portuguese players that come. I mean, we had this with Luis Figo. What a player he was. We had this with we had this with Eusebio long before my time, but he was a what?
May so rest in peace.
May so rest in peace. We had this with Paoletta. another player no one probably will remember off. Another
Deco,
good player back, Deco. I can go on with names,
Nuno Gomez. I'm sure
Nuno
there's a
Gomez,
Nuno
yes.
Gomez.
Several of them, even Espirito Santo is a good goalkeeper, mate.
Yeah, Nuno
Yeah, I think
Espirito
he's a
Santos. Yeah,
was a very
yeah.
good goalkeeper. So people, I can go on about it, but look, when it comes to the comparisons of Ronaldo and Messi, it's a tough one for me because what I always say is each player has his own abilities, and one ability could be better than, for example, Ronaldo could have an ability that maybe Messi might not have, and Ronaldo might have an ability that Messi will have Ronaldo will not have ability that Messi might have. That's why it's very hard to compare the two players. I think that for myself, they're two of the best
DJ,
ever players.
which of them is more complete?
Well, the fact that Ronaldo can play, he's got. You said he's got the height, he's got the free kick, he's got that. He's played in different positions as well. He's played in different positions as well. Ronaldo has, and he's been effective
played in how many countries?
He's
how
played
many
in
countries?
that as well. Okay, that as well. He's played in how many countries? I think the only one negativity I've said about Lionel Messi is I never saw him grace the Premiership.
Yeah.
Whereas Ronaldo's graced the Premiership, and we all know what he was like. We all know the play he was at Manchester United. Yeah, but he was just twice, and not just once, two. He came back 2 stints. Yeah. First stint at United and second stint back at United.
Didn't he win the Ballon d'Or with United?
Yeah.
There you go.
But the only thing with Messi, my downs with Messi, as I've always said, is I rate this kid. I call him a kid, but I rate this guy very highly. I think again though, as I said, my only thing about Messi was he never came to the Premiership, and I would love to have seen him more had he come to the Premiership. I think where it comes to that side of it, I probably would say Ronaldo can just beat him on that because obviously and I'm saying just by that because obviously he's played in the Prem, and he knows that he's been through the whole of rough and tumble of the Premiership. So people can't say he's a weak player. A lot of these players that come over from different countries find it weak and they go back. He didn't. The guy stood firm and stayed for how many years? So look, listen, it's a tough one. But I'll give it to Ronaldo in terms of because he's played in the Premiership and he knows the physicality of the league, whereas Messi hasn't felt that. He's only played in he's only playing in the Premier when he's played English clubs in the Champions League, and I know at Chelsea for sure. He knows what he went through Chelsea games because I know that a lot of the players that played against him gave him a really tough time. And I think it's one of the reasons when he came out once where he said, "What's one of the toughest clubs you've ever played against in your career?" And he mentioned Chelsea being one of them. And I could see why he did that. And he goes, and the way they were playing their football. But listen, he's a class player, mate. I can't, what do you call it on that one? I'll equal them both. Mm-hmm. But if I was to put the debate to me, say, just if you have to say it because of, I'll say Ronaldo just beats him because he's played in the Premiership.
Okay. That's Ronaldo beats him. But you can say, someone can also say Messi beats him because he's won the World Cup.
That's I'm trying to say, look at arguments, bro. But then Ronaldo could say, I've won the European. He's won the European Cup. Though,
it depends on how you're looking at it. It depends on how you're looking at the argument. Are we looking at achievements? Are we looking at player performance in the way? Which how are you bringing? What basis or what emphasis are you basing your argument on? Is it achievement or is it based on the player performance? Sometimes that's where we have to direct. Maybe you can break it down in categories. Bring in categories and bring this in the person's point by point and see who wins that point. All right, was he able to adapt? Was he successful playing in other countries? Which Cristiano Ronaldo was very, very successful playing in Spain, playing in England, playing in the Portuguese league with Sporting Lisbon, playing in the Italian league. He was successful everywhere he goes. Now also successful in the Saudi Pro League. Was Messi successful with PSG? No. Or was he? Did he win? They won the league the following year, didn't they?
They did. But then I also look at it. I always look at it and say you can't. I mean, you can't. I think when people see Lionel Messi in a team, everyone expects that team's going to win everything in the game because you're Lionel Messi's there. I mean, It's not a one-man team. You've got to play, and then you've got to also have a manager that plays you in the right positions as well. And I think under Poch, we all saw with PSG that there are times when he played both Paul Messi and Neymar out of position. And there are times when they're looking at him in a game and thinking, "What are you doing, Gaffer? What are you doing? What are you doing to our careers here?"
Who was that?
Oh yeah. Both
That man, right?
Neymar,
That man.
both Neymar, Neymar and Messi are asking. And there's one, as I said, there's that picture that went on X a couple of weeks ago, where they showed that, and they showed them two they're walking onto the stage. They're walking to the stage and they're looking at it. They're behind his back. They've got their hands up. They're like, what's going on here? You know, what are you doing to us? Where are you playing us? You know, so look. It's one of those ones, mate. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Did he win with PSG? But look, pound for pound, he's a world class player, just like Ronaldo is. As I said, I never get into this debate about these two players because they're both goats in the game, and they're both my two favourite players around. You know, I've got so many of them, and I probably would say they probably come as two of my favourite players in the world because of who they are. You know.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. DJ South, thank you. Much love to you. You've been here for almost an hour with me here streaming live today. We've gone through lots of topic. We've talked about the return of the call of Casadei. We've talked about Mauricio Pochettino discussing and making people know who his preferred striker he wants in the summer, which is Victor Osimhen. We've also talked about Fonso David. We've talked about Diomande, Osimhen Diomande, the Ivorian who's playing for the Ivory Coast national team. I think he's there with them right now. Very, very bulky, strong centre back. Very, very strong centre back. And sometimes I always prioritize these African players. Why? Because they know what is at stake. Some players do not. They don't. When you bring the African players, they're hungry for success. You know, they want to succeed in Europe. So they know what they've left behind before moving to Europe. So they want to perform. That is why African players never play when they get a chance. So
what I will say one thing, Neil, I know we talked about it already in Casadei, right? Coming back. Yeah. It might also mean another thing because obviously Ian Maatsen has now gone out on loan. It leaves up a space. It obviously keeps up a space in the team in our team in it. So maybe Casadei is being brought back because of that reason. If we're not going to sign anybody in this window, what my worry will be is I hope because the one thing you've got to give one thing I'll say about Casadei, he's got height on him, isn't he? He's height and he's quite tall, lanky. Tall, I hope he doesn't get played as a left back. Can you imagine that? I brought back Casadei, right? I need a tall left back because I like my left backs being tall.
DJ, ballistic if that
happens. Because Corwell is already put out. He's already put out there, that he's unhappy playing as a left back, but he's doing it for the team. He's doing it for the club, right? But there's only so much that argument can go to. You know, you'll promise me this spot and you'll put me in this spot. I should be a centre back. You'll put me in as a left back. So I just hope to God, poor Casadei, because of his age. And he's coming back from loan. You want a chance at Chelsea? Well, Casadei, my friend, he tells him, play where I'm going to play you. So I think you'll be a good left back. Can you imagine that? The uproar from the Chelsea fans, bro. Oh my God. I'm not saying that's going to happen, by the way, because let's be honest, Poch is not that bad of a bad manager to do something like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was to happen. Let's put it that way. But I don't think he'll do that.
Poch, I hope you're hearing you. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that because you will sack yourself. The fans will sack you in the stadium before you get to the dressing room. They will sack you. Don't try that because we've already have enough of you putting players in the wrong position. I think was it Graham Potter. One of them, either Potter or Tuchel, one of them did the same thing. The fans were very upset.
Hudson-Odoi as a left back.
Yeah, as a left back.
That was Thomas Tuchel, that was.
Come on, Tuchel, don't do that.
I know. Listen, I'm not saying he'll do that, bro. I'm not going to say, I mean, look, Poch is a good manager. I want him to do and I'm giving him till the end of the season to show us what he can do. And maybe he needs his players because my understanding is he wanted Dusan Vlahovic in the summer and Chelsea opted not to go for him. So he is asking for the players, but not getting what he wants at the same time. So you got to give where it is for the owners as well.
All right. So another wonderful stream, DJ. My quarterback DJ was able to protect me very well. He makes sure we don't leak any goals, and me, the offender, make sure I put the goal the balls through touchdowns. So we have guys. We've had so many touchdowns. We've discussed a lot of topics today, but I want to thank you to the crew that made it today. KLC to I want to love you forever. KLC Gulam Mustafa 1207. DJ Sav himself, the man in the studio. Then Ellison from Facebook. Then who else? I want to shout out to my brother Steven out there. He's not doing the best, but hopefully he will get the strength and come back later. He's got other errors to attend to. So, Makeem in the building when you're about to wrap
Big
up.
up, Makeem,
Big
my
up,
brother.
Makeem.
Big up, bro. What's going on?
Sorry, guys. Yes,
That's all right.
Sal. What's good, Sal, my G? My GG. What's good,
What's going
bro?
on, man? What's happening? You all good?
Everything good.
Ah,
Everything good.
now I'll
I
be
mean,
watching the AFCON, innit?
yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I'm late. Sorry, guys.
That's all
Sorry.
right.
It's all right. It's all right. You know, I know you, so I'm not gonna, shut the. End everything on you. I'll still give you time to have your say. I don't know if DJ Sav is in a hurry
100%,
to
man.
leave right now. If DJ is not in a hurry, we'll give you some few minutes, maybe 10 minutes
No,
to
no, it's
discuss a
okay.
few
It's
things
okay.
on
It's
top of
okay.
your.
No, we can do it properly next time.
Yeah, I'll give you some few time, maybe 5 minutes to have a say. Chelsea have recalled Cassidy back from Leicester City. Very. We saw his performance during the preseason, but he's been called to help the team out to the end of the season. Do you think it's the right idea for them loaning a player out to bring him back in the middle of the season when he's helping his Leicester City team? Where would he leave Leicester City, Maki?
You see, this is a good thing for him to do this. It's good for his career because a player of his quality, yeah, he didn't get much minutes from the last I remember. I don't know how many minutes he plays for Leicester. I don't know if it's a lot, but it don't seem like it. So the fact that we've taken him back here, Gallagher can have competition in that midfield, and this is youth. He's a Cobham boy too. So now there's no complaining. Dan and Sav, you have to be on board. Yeah, you have to be on board. Gallagher out.
Cobham boy going, another Cobham boy replace.
I said that, Makeem. Do you know
Yeah,
that, bro?
man.
I said that. I did say that to Neon here. I said it would not surprise me that the reason why they've recalled Cassidy back from Leicester, don't be surprised before the end of the window if Conor Gallagher is probably sold. It would not surprise me.
But even then, like Enzo would still be there, so it would still be kind of a rift, but it will be less of a resistance.
Straight
Be
to
more
Enzo.
flowing. Yeah, man. Hey, man, yeah, it's the department, isn't it?
Enzo, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you got fully take care of it, bro. So it's like,
bruv, 100%.
so it's like it'll be easier. It'll be easier. Do you know what I mean? Lavia, Casado, Casade, like that's a beast of a midfield, you know. Like that's easily the best midfield in the Prem, like easily.
Oh, without Enzo.
So if we can do this, it'll be fantastic. Oh yeah, definitely. He's a prize player. He's a prize player. You bring on prize players, yeah, to look good. You need them to look fancy. You need them to look like 106 million. You don't need them to work hard. That's silly. Yeah. Or you have him taking penalties and stuff like that. You let him do the easy stuff so that he looks good. But I'm all for it. I'm all for Cassidy coming back, challenging, fighting for his place. I'm all for it.
Yeah. I mean, this means one thing, that we're not definitely going to buy a midfielder in this window with him coming back. So I can't see that happening. But it still beggars the question that we've been talking about so far, is what players are we still going to see coming in here? I still think we're going to get a striker. I think he could possibly be a lone striker, at least until the end. I'm hoping. I said Sesko, but my first choice would be Benzema, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, let's see what happens.
All right.
Well, is Sesko even good though, Sam?
I'll put it this way, mate.
Good?
He's not. I tell you what. From what I've seen of him, okay, he basically, and you know, when Erling Haaland was playing originally, he was playing for Salzburg. He was playing. He was playing for the. He was like the next player that came in there. He was the Australian striker, and people were more or less saying that he's more or less. He has the same. His skill set on the ball, they think, is better than Haaland's. Obviously, his finishing is not as good as Haaland's, because we all know Haaland's is a stop, but he can finish if given the service, and he's supposed to be the next big thing that's coming out.
Oh,
And,
so he's like an Ibrahimovic type,
kind of like thing, yeah. And if
like
he comes
young Ibra.
yeah, young, yeah. I won't make him to Ibrahimovic to them comparisons as yet, but from what I've seen of him, he can affect games. He has got a good shot in him. He can score goals. I mean, he also can hold for a player of you. People will look at him and think, oh, for a guy who's probably, I would say, he's not as built as Erling Haaland, but his hold up play is not bad either, because he likes to bring others into play. And he obviously thrives on service, and he'll get that service, and he'll just do what Jackson and Brozier have done so far. Well, Jackson has been scoring of late, but he'll just do what Brozier's not been doing, and that is scoring goals. He will score you them goals if the service is given to him. So yeah.
So basically, Haaland is more like a Drogba compared to him, and he's more of an Ibra.
Yeah, because Haaland's got a lot more. Obviously, you've seen Haaland's built, his physique, his whole. I mean, I've never. To be fair, I haven't seen Haaland link. I've never ever seen Haaland hold up play as much as Didier Drogba used to do for Chelsea. But what he is obviously is he for what he does to do, he has when he
wants that though. He wants
score
that
goals. He's a target. Yeah,
he wants that, but he won't get it. Yeah, definitely.
He's a brilliant striker. Listen, as I said, my choice is Benzema for 6 months. If he's available, we can get him in. But I don't think that deal is going to happen somehow.
That's what I think too. Guys, report on the Casadei. I'm sorry, Romeo Lavia. According to reports that I'm seeing now, it's Lavia will be fit in maybe a week or two. So in about 2 weeks' time, we should see Lavia ready on the pitch. Yeah,
that means it's got to mean Connor's gonna probably go, guys. I think a 50 million offer on the table by Tottenham. If they put that in, I think they'll sell him.
Yeah,
I can only assume that.
Why Tottenham?
They're on the up at the moment, aren't they?
Tottenham's a good team, you know.
They're on the up at the moment, but I don't think they'll win anything, though. Personally, even though Angie's playing good football, but they'll probably be they'll be amongst the top 4. They'll be amongst the top 5 teams, I think, who'll get that next year Champions League spot for next season.
Yeah, Tottenham are just like Manchester United. New manager comes in, manager bounce back, and there's so many news, so many live in the football club. And after the first season, the second season, then it goes down again. We saw that happen many times with Poch, with Jose Mourinho, with Angie Postecoglou, and anyone that comes in, the right missing and all of them. They will try, but they don't have the minerals to get go over the line. Yes.
No, what I would say on that one.
Yes, me. Yes. Put the Mac down, me.
It's spot on, though. But what I will say under Ange Postecoglou is I think he plays excellent football, and we're seeing that with Tottenham now. But I hope and still hope that Poch
best football right now.
Yeah, I hope Poch can win a trophy before him, just to shut the Tottenham fans up.
Hold on. Guys, I disagree with you. I disagree with you guys. What is the best football is he playing? What are you guys talking about?
He's playing.
Don't do that, Nee. Nee, come on.
I can't stand Tottenham.
Let me land in a second. Let me land. This guy is playing. What kind of football are you playing if you're conceding 4 or 5 goals every game? How good is the football?
But scoring.
All you think about is attacking, but not defend. How do you get the balance right? Everyone can do it. We can just put all the players up front, hold on to the ball, right? It's doing the same thing Klopp was doing in the first 2-3 years of Klopp at Liverpool. They score goals and then they concede so many goals. The game is beautiful. It has a lot of energy. But can these players have that energy for the whole entire season? You get what I'm saying, Makeem? And
it's messed up because you're not lying, and I don't like it, but I'm gonna fight it. Yeah.
Yeah, he need to close
that. No, because you don't rarely get guys, that get Pep Guardiola shook, So when there's a guy around in town, that's there to shook Guardiola's boots, you let him do it. You let him do it. He plays the best football because he's used, like they come from the grain. They've come from like the way they were playing here before.
Yeah.
It's like night and day. And the way they're playing, yeah, it puts people like City and Liverpool, like especially City. Like City and Arsenal, you have to press now. You have no choice. You can't triangle your way into the box and score a goal. You have to be aggressive with these guys. They have the best midfield secretly with Bissouma and that Sarr boy. The combination of play with Madison, yeah, and those guys, and Kulusevski,
Yeah.
that combination of play it's been the best so far. Best so far, close to none. And
I think it's
Arsenal is just a
song that makes everything happen.
Arsenal is just a Tesco version of Man City. So only really Tottenham have their own style of play. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have a different approach here that none of us really seen too tough. So when there's a guy like that in town here, put pressure on them. Yeah. Do you know what? In fact, yeah, I like the nightmares that they bring into Arsenal. Yeah, I like it.
Makim, Alfonso Davies has
Because
been
remember,
linked with Chelsea today. Alfonso David.
Yeah, and they don't have Son as well. They're playing without Son as well, and without all these midfielders. Sar's injured. They do the thing. Remember, we destroyed them. You know, after our game, that they had like 3-4 players injured in one game. We ruined the season.
Udugi and Kulusevski was gone, and what's his name? Romero was given a red card. He was gone for a couple games.
Yeah, we ruined them.
Yeah. I do. Anytime they play us, they can't stand Chelsea. I don't know why people think the North London derby is between Chelsea and Liverpool. Arsenal and the Tottenham Hotspur's rivalry is way bigger than Chelsea. It used to be bigger than Chelsea in the past, but of late, for some time now, the rivalry between Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur, the North London derby, is the biggest. I feel like that attracts more attention than Arsenal and
No, I don't agree, Lee. I don't agree because rivalry. Yeah, it's like it's like fight to fight. You know, punch to punch, chest to chest. They're not chesting us.
Okay,
they're not punching us.
That's true.
They're not winning trophies. They're not winning anything.
I get what you mean.
I get what I'm saying. Exactly.
See, I'm
but it remains Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I'm seeing the different angle. There's always an attention. It creates so many headlines, like the Battle of the Bridge. You remember that when we we drew their game. Then Leicester City was able to win the Premier League, and also the one at White Hart Lane. Not White Hart Lane. White Hart Lane, right? That's their stadium where we drew. We beat them. Was it 4-1? Jackson on a hat trick.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
even Champions League.
Yeah,
we ruin their dreams.
But yeah, we beat them all the time.
We always ruin their dreams.
See, the other thing I was saying
Champions League wins was rude.
The other thing I will say as well, Nee, is Tottenham fans just this season have got chest because they're seeing Chelsea have struggled in the last 2 seasons because of where our position has been. But when you push it down to the reason why I say they're a shameless bunch, is because I look at their situation. I think, what have you actually won? Even before Roman bought Chelsea Football Club, right? We were still winning more trophies than they were. At least we got to Winners' Cup. We won that. We won the Super Cup
against from Real Madrid,
right? Yeah, and we had no world-class player. And people think, oh, Chelsea bought the league. Yeah, Roman's money helped us win the Premier. I'm not going to lie. Roman's money helped Chelsea get us to a big where we are now in terms of a powerhouse. I'm not going to lie. Any club that gets a billionaire owner into it, if you can't make them into a powerhouse, then what's the point? Then what is the point? Then that's how I look at it. And Roman.
Do you know what, Sav? On that, Sav? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, go on, bro. Go on.
You see, on that, they're saying that all the money is come on. Yeah, Chelsea, they got the money. They're just a money club. Yeah. Think about what club that's been bought. That's gonna last. That's gonna have a 20-year plus run that we've had.
Spot on. That was my next point. Spot on.
Nobody's gonna do that.
And the other thing I'll also say as well, Makeem, right? Yeah, and Nee, right? I don't know how far you guys go back, but I go back quite a long way because of being a Chelsea fan from the 80s.
I go far to 98.
From the 80s, right? Liverpool used to be the most dominant club in the league. Known back then, it was known as the Barclays League Division back then, right? And Liverpool used to dominate. They used to dominate and win the league almost every season, right? But what people don't realise is, they had players that were coming through, but they also had a millionaire owner who was owned by Littlewoods, and he used to go and buy them the players that they needed to go and, you know, to be doing that every season. So when they go, Chelsea have bought titles. Liverpool, to some degree, have done that as well when they were back in the old 80s, because they used to go and say, okay, back then players then were not obviously what they are now. But I'm going back to players like John Barnes. I'm going to players like Peter Beardsley. I'm going to players like as David James, the goalkeeper. You know, Ronnie Rosenthal. Liverpool fans remember all these guys that used to play for them. You know, Ian Rush, obviously, Steve McMahon, Alan Hansen. Some of them obviously came through their youth ranks, right? Yeah, Kenny Dalglish. Right, all these guys, okay, some of them came for their youth, but some of them were also bought. So Liverpool were dominating like that every year, and then obviously United then broke that because they started doing the same thing. And then you started seeing players like
Expose United too. Get on them.
Ashley
Get on them,
Cole,
Sam.
Dwight,
Yeah,
Ashley Cole,
United, all of them.
Andy Cole, Dwight York, you know, Eric Cantona, players like this that all used to sign from back in the days. United then start becoming a dominant force.
So they were picking all the best in Europe. So they were doing the same thing.
They were picking up all the players in Europe. And obviously, listen, I'm not going to deny it. Liverpool, Manchester United's name around the world.
Arsenal too did the same thing.
Yeah, I won't take away the fact that Liverpool and Manchester United's name around the world is massive, because they are, whether we like to accept it or not as Chelsea fans, they are a powerhouse everywhere around the world. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that from them. But they also did their way of winning things, of winning titles and winning things. They bought players as well. And done things. Yeah, United had a very good academy as well. I mean, they had players like Clayton Blackmore, David Beckham, who came through. You know, you had players like obviously the Neville brothers. Yeah. Then their back four. They remember their defense of Gary Pallister, Steve Bruce, Paul Ince in that midfield. Paul Ince was bought. He was bought from West Ham.
Paul Ince was a mad.
Yeah, originally, and then he went to Liverpool. Right, so they had all these so they had all this. Yeah, but when Chelsea do it this time around, we get accused of buying the league. But what I want to tell these people,
and remember, they did it. They did it before the class of '92.
Yeah, and
remember that there was a dream team before the class of '92, and they had to wait from the '80s until 2004. That's like 20-something years. You did it for 20-something years. No one complained. No one complained.
No one did, mate.
Now we want to E2.
But what's annoying me is the fact that how we get told we bought everything. What I will say is, if we did not win anything before Roman bought us, then I can understand this debate of us being called what they're being called. But Chelsea won trophies long before Roman bought us. Okay, it wasn't Premiership titles, but we still won in Europe. We won FA Cups. The last one to win at the old Wembley Stadium.
Guys, look at this statement coming from Cristiano Ronaldo. I've put it in the comment section over there. Another statement. It says, "I'm almost 39 years old, and I was the last goal scorer competing with the young animals like Holland," says Cristiano Ronaldo. This guy.
I prefer the Messi, you know. Yeah, man. Ronaldo over Messi, man. It's the attitude. You need that.
Absolutely. Makim, what's your take on Alphonso Davies? There's a link with him today. We've talked about Alphonso Davies. Let me hear your thoughts on it. Another player that I know it might not be this January transfer, but definitely maybe summer. He's been linked with Chelsea. Would you like to see him taking that left back role?
Yeah. He's a very good player, very positive. We've been missing a player that can attack and defend like this. Very, very aggressive. We're missing aggressive left backs. But do you want the honest opinion now? I'm giving you the overall one. Can I give you the honest one now?
Yeah.
Okay, my honest opinion,
When you're done, I'll give you the history of Alphonso Davies when you're done.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He is not defensively well put together.
Okay.
As to compare Cucurella, as to even Ian Maatsen. Ian Maatsen plays like an old man, you know. He's very good. He plays like he's 32. He's very, very, very intelligent as a left back. He knows his trade. But Alphonso Davies, he doesn't have the composure that Maatsen has. And defensively, he's not as well put together as Cucurella. Cucurella can keep up with Malo Gusto on the other side when it's time to defend. I don't think Davies has that awareness. I love the player, I love the profile, but I don't think he's gonna come and save that position like we think he is. Better option than Chilwell, but I don't think he's the end all be all for that position. But I'd love to have him, and for a good price, I wouldn't mind having him. That's my personal opinion.
Okay. Well, let me throw some few what do you call it? Some few history out there with Alphonso Davies. A lot of you might not know where he's coming from and how he made it to Canada. Actually, Alphonso Davies is a Liberian born. I wouldn't say born. He's a Liberian parent, but he was born in Ghana. He lives in the Bujumbura camp, the refugee camp, because when Liberia were going through during their war, Ghana was the only place that opened arms, and we set a place for them, put up little structures to help them out, shelter them. So he was born in Ghana. He grew up a little bit there when he was very young. Then he moved to, Canada with his parents through football. He was able to move to Canada through football. So from there, yes, also to Bayern Munich football. Saw him. They know how impressive this guy is. Moving to Germany, and he started playing football over there. So I don't know. He was born in Ghana by a Liberian parent. So would you say he's a Liberian or a Ghanaian?
He's both, man. He's both. He's both.
Okay. All right, Scholar United. Thank you very much. And then also, is it Farwell? Is it Farwell? Is it Farwell? Somebody help me out here. Let me say his name.
What's that, bro? Sorry.
Fawole. Is it Farwell?
Foul.
Yeah, Foul. Foul. I don't want to butcher your name, so I'm trying to make sure I pronounce your name right. If I didn't do it right, please help me out here so I can get it right. Break it down for me.
Probably a Nigerian name.
Nigerian name. It says, I see Gallagher not in training today. Guys, there's another news there from our brother here. Thank you very much for giving us that information. Farewell. Please do make it a point to tune into our channel all the time. You will love it. You will love it. And I know you will not regret you tune in today. We have fun here all the time. Scala, don't forget to drop a like on the video. My brother, also don't forget to drop a like on the video. Scala said, I want to have the same delusional confidence like CR7 when
I completely agree with her.
You see that, Scala?
Definitely.
Makim said he agrees with you. Scala is a big up DJ and Zion, absolutely. And Makim is also here. Don't forget your brother Makim. Yeah, he's also here. Probably don't know he was here. Yes,
I love being the public enemy. I love it.
Yeah, because I can see that, bro, from the way discussions come about Enzo Fernandez. I can see that, bro.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. No, it's not rewarded, but I'm awarding you.
No, but you know what, bro? I like it because I like someone that's straight to the point. I'm very much the same, mate. I'm very much to the point, as you probably have heard me. So yeah, I get.
Yeah, definitely.
But God, sorry, Lee. Sorry, bro.
That's okay. That's okay. We were down streaming with just updates on what is going on in social media and transfers and stuff like that. So once in a while we have to do this. We have to have fun. We can't be serious all the time. We have to have 100%. Fun. We have to have 100%. Fun.
Banter in it.
Lee, have you been keeping up with AFCON? Have you been watching it?
Bro, I live in a country that don't have nothing to do with African Cup of Nations. On the only platform that has to do with African Cup of Nations is being sports. Being in sports, and you have to get a cable to have it. All the platform, Peacock, NBC Sport, none of them have anything to do with AFCON. ESPN, none of them. And I have all these platforms. I don't want to subscribe to another platform. Only I have to get it online. I have to go online, and sometimes very annoying whilst you're trying to watch the movie. I mean, not a movie, watch the game, and so many unnecessary ads is popping up on your screen. So, but anyway,
you're not missing much anyway. So
I miss Ghana again.
Where Ghana?
I didn't know Ghana was
Ghana losing. No.
No, Ghana drew to Egypt. Mo Salah injured. Ghana drew to Egypt.
And Senegal are currently winning,
Yeah,
aren't they?
they drew. Yeah. Yeah, so they drew with Egypt. What's Ghana's next game then after that?
Oh, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I need to,
Okay.
I've got, you know what, I've got the actual, I've actually got the actual, somewhere I've got it. I've got the actual post, the actual thing of all the fixtures.
I remember
You know
I
what,
remember them having a crazy group.
I can't
I remember
remember
that.
who their next game is, but I've not,
Yeah.
you know what, I've not followed it as much as I was watching it, but not as much. I was just happy for Osimhen yesterday because he got a lot of rubbish.
I haven't seen it yet, but guys, they said there was a beautiful goal coming from Mohamed Kudus. Beautiful goal.
Yesterday. What a strike that was, mate.
Beautiful
Egypt,
goal, beautiful celebration. It was
What
fantastic.
a player
It
that
was
guy
good.
is.
It was good.
And it's also coming from Ayas, from one place to Ayas Academy. Not Academy, Ayas team. He didn't start for the Academy because Kudus stuff, his development started from Ghana before he moved to one of the European to make his way. Scouts saw him, they sold him to Ayas, from Ayas to West Ham United. I told Chelsea to go and get this guy. I told Chelsea many times. They don't listen to me. Go and get this player. If you've seen
wait. So him and Davis, yeah, they're like Francis Ngannou basically. Like the stories. It's like
the talent
loads of Ngannou's running around.
Yeah. Africa, they have the talent. They're strong. We all know, DJ Sab, you guys all know, with Africans, that's what they see, the strength. They'll give you the strength. Sometimes the brain is not there. The brain is not there, but you can get a lot of strength from our black guys here.
Do you know what, Lee? We were talking about legends of the game yesterday, weren't we? I mean, the African players are legends yesterday, mate. And some of the players, and I like you said, I'm just a bit surprised that a club like we were talking about yesterday, you know, a club like a Manchester City have not invested in that kind of market, because I think have they brought a few of them over to their club? I think it would be. I mean, Chelsea. We've seen it with Chelsea, and what we did with the African players that we had. We've seen them at Arsenal. We've seen them at West Ham. Yeah. You know, I think Tottenham had a few as well, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I was just a bit surprised to see like Manchester City have not gone in there. Even Liverpool have had a few of them. So I'm just a bit surprised. Man City have not visited that market.
The City, the youth level, is so like it's mad high. Like for them to break through. I don't know if you've seen that, even that young boy that scored recently, Brimsey or something. I forgot his name.
I think it's a Dutch or something. I think it's a Dutch or.
You talking about the one who scored recently in the game? The one who scored in the game recently?
Yeah.
What a name he's got as well. I can't even get his.
He's got a nice.
I know the one you're talking about.
Nice
he has got a nice one, but I'm trying to find out.
These youngsters are serious guys. They're very serious guys.
His name,
and that's where Cole Palmer came from too. This is City standards are high. Compared to us, like we can't compare at the moment.
Sorry, but I'm just trying to think of the player's name. Do you know that while you're talking about it?
I've never thought I'll be the guy. I never thought I'll be the guy to say, you know what, I wouldn't mind Manchester City's leftovers. I never thought we'd be in this situation. If you used to tell me, in 2004, that in 20 years' time, we're gonna be over the moon for Manchester City's leftovers, after seeing that they Bayo and all of that and Robinho, I would be thinking, now there'll be no way. But now we got our hands out for City. We'll be even lucky if we get a player out of there.
You know, Robinho was supposed to originally join Chelsea, bro, when that move first happened.
Oh, mate.
We got Real Madrid had a deal and everything agreed with Real Madrid, right? But what did stupid Chelsea go and do? And I say stupid, our owners at the time, or our director, or whoever it was who was looking after the marketing side of it all, decided to put the guy's shirt number up on in the Chelsea website without the player even signing, and Real Madrid got well peed off at that. And they said, you know what, you're not having the player. So you've more or less marketed his shirt or marketed his name up already in your squad, and he's not even signed for you yet. And he wanted to come to Chelsea so badly, Robinho, from Real Madrid when we went in for him. And I remember Mark Hughes was
that's Roman tactics.
Yeah, I remember Mark Hughes was the manager at Manchester City at the time when they thought, I think they were just bought by the Sheikh, the Sheiks who bought them, and he was one one of their major big first signings that they signed, Robinho. But I was just a bit surprised that we just blew on it because of a stupid mistake that we did in our marketing section.
Sav, do you remember Solano? Do you remember Solano?
Nobby Solano, the one who used to play for Newcastle.
Yeah, as well. He used to be Newcastle as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. Roberto Solano. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That was my guy.
What a player, mate! What a player. I remember him. But unfortunately for him, though, they didn't win. They had a good team that time, didn't they? Did they also have Faustino Asprilla in their team as well at that time, Newcastle, when Roberto Solano was playing for them?
They had a team on them.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, what a player, mate.
Trying to get it, guys. Name I can't find it.
But Sam, did you watch the game yesterday? Nigeria and Ivory Coast. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. And you know what? I was so happy for Victor Osimhen yesterday, yeah, because the crap this guy got for that miss he done in the first game from people out there. I'm thinking, you're trying to tell me if Erling Haaland missed that chance, he won't get the same rubbish that he got, literally, Osimhen yesterday, right? Okay, and I'm so glad he scored that goal yesterday. He shut everyone up again.
And it was a winning goal too.
Yeah, a winning goal on top of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was glad.
He got the penalty. He didn't score the penalty.
No, but what I'm saying is he scored the goal, meaning to shut up the people because he missed an open. You missed an open goal, didn't you, in the first game? And he shut them all up yesterday. And I thought, you know what? I want this guy. I told you I want him at Chelsea next in the summer. I really hope you do sign him up. There's him and there's talk of him and Victor Boniface. Boniface is the other one, isn't it? That's linked as well.
Yeah, Victor.
Yeah, exactly.
Boniface.
Yeah, him. Yeah, he's him.
Yeah, both of them are linked.
Oh, this is a big game. Cameroon and Senegal. Senegal is leading.
Yeah, it's a big game. Yeah,
1-0. It's 1-0 that game. It was a good goal as well.
But I don't know. I don't know what it is here with like tournaments here, like national tournaments here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because the pitch is too big? Is that why the players perform like that? Because it looks like when I watched Ivory Coast and Nigeria, it gave me Euros vibes. Because in the Euros, it's not as close up as to the stadiums in the Premier League. It looks so spaced out, and it looks like the players are not, working up to par. I don't know if that's the problem.
Let me shut this guy out real quick, please. Big up to Chinedu. Okay, Chinedu, I think my brother from Nigeria. Big up to you, and thank you for liking the video on Facebook. Thank you very much for joining the stream today. Go ahead, McCain.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the space of the pitch that's making them work slow, or they look timid. I don't know, maybe it's that, but they look like they're not. It looks like they're working on gear 2. It looks like they've just been. Ivory Coast look like they coasted the whole game. Many teams been looking like that, and I don't understand what it is exactly. What do you think about it, Sam?
Yeah, I think with these tournaments when they start, bro. I think when I've seen them, they start very slowly, don't they? And then we start seeing when the games get to latter stages, it starts getting quicker. The results become. I think maybe it's that. And let's not forget these guys. We've got to remember these guys are playing a lot of football as well. And I'm not saying that it should be an excuse. That's why they look knackered and tired. But you have to put that into consideration. The amount of games these guys play. And obviously they've got to go into tournaments. We'll talk about the African players because the African Cup of Nations. Then you talk about the players that are going when you're playing when the South American teams play. All the South American teams start playing their tournaments. The Cup, what's that one called? Brazil, Argentina, and all them lot. When they go into them, you see all them players going there, and you see how they don't look the same games either. For what we see when they see these players play in the Premiership or whatever other leagues they're playing in. I think this is one of the things. It's just one of those things, brother. I mean, even the World Cup starts slowly. I have to say the Euro started slowly as well, but then it started getting to where it needed to be. I don't worry about it. I think it will get good.
You know what I think? I think that it's because of having various players playing in different kind of league, different style. You have the one playing the pacey league from the English Premier League. Then you bring in another player who's coming from China or playing the J League, and you have another player coming from the Saudi League. You have a player coming from the French League, the Farmers League, and then another Farmers League, Germany. Putting all these players together, they're learning one different thing because you have your striker who's one of the best strikers in maybe in your country who plays in the Saudi league. There are some countries like that. Their best player plays in the French league. You know, so the reason why some countries it got to a point that they have it's always like a decade. Ghana got to a point that Ghana had a 10-year period where they were beating everyone in on the continent. Pelé visited the country. Yes, what Pelé visited the country, and so many occasions because the kind of football that Ghana was playing, no one has seen it before. They were beating Nigeria back in front until Nigeria also picked its form. Nigeria went to the 10-year round. They won the African Cup of Nations back to back. They also tallied the points with Ghana 4-4. Now, then they got to a point, Cameroon also took over. They took it back to back and they won it 4 times. Then it got back to Egypt again. Egypt have already won it twice. Then they keep winning. I think the Egypt had the most, I think the most trophies won in Africa, like 7 times. Egypt, you get what I'm saying? Now it's going back to Senegal. Now the 10 has changed. It's going back to Senegal. Senegal is academy that they're creating. The reason why Ghana became what it was in the past because the academy was so good. Ghana academy was so good because they were producing lots of players to European clubs like Ajax. They were producing so many players to Ajax. They were giving so many players to Ajax. They were giving so many players to this Dutch team. I forgot the name. And then also Wolfsburg, German team, and also French team. They were producing lots of young players. They were winning the world competitions, the African Cup of Nations, under 17, back to back. They were just beating everyone. So football has now changed. You have Equatorial Guinea and Cape Verde now these days beating Nigeria and beating Ghana and beating Cameroon. I don't get it. So football is changing.
No, I get it. You know, I get it. You know, they play the best. They secretly play the best football. You know that.
Yeah,
Equatorial Guinea and Cape Verde, they play like Europeans. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you look in the history and you're talking about the best players, they're all coming from West of Africa. The top players you can talk about. All the names that we mentioned yesterday, they just have. You and I mentioned yesterday the likes of Kanu Wanko, the DJ Drogba, the Rashidi Yakini, the Roger Millers, the Abedi Pele, all those players that we talk about, they're all coming from the West of Africa. West of Africa produced the best talented footballers you can ever find.
George Weah,
West Africa, Liberia.
What a player, mate. Yeah.
This dude became a president.
Cameroon. Yeah.
Yeah, what a player
Samuel
he
Eto'o,
was.
Cameroon. Iwanko Kano, Cameroon. Rugobert Song, Cameroon. All from West of Africa.
Amaniki, another one. Amaniki, was he Cameroon?
Amaniki, no, Nigerian.
Or was it Nigerian?
Nigerian. Yeah. You're talking about Patrick Mboma.
Yeah. Taribo West. Going back to Taribo West, defender.
Taribo West, Nigeria. One of the best defenders Nigeria has ever produced. Centre back. Oh my goodness, he played for Inter Milan. He played in Inter Milan. Whenever we face Nigeria, everyone is worried about Taribo West. He would. That's why I'm always saying that. Look, football.
Let's not forget Babayaro, left back. Yeah, he was a Olympic gold medalist winner when he joined Chelsea.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm saying, look, I don't know if you guys saying the same thing. I'm saying football is losing its value. They're taking too much of the physical away from football. It's losing its value.
Blame VAR for that. Because players can't be physical.
Yeah, but you know what? You're right. You're right, bro.
Football is losing its value.
No, you're definitely right about that.
Right, I mean, DJ Salvin and McKean, I'm not sure if you guys have watched ice hockey before. I love it.
Many times.
I love it. I love the fight. They're allowed to fight.
You know what?
They're allowed to fight.
When I went to Canada, when my son was born in Canada, I went to a Blue Jays game like a few years after. Yeah, they don't play.
You will love it.
Yeah.
You will love it.
The pushing and the punching and the punch-ups. And then they have to go and push to the bin. Go over there, go and get your sent off, whatever. But it don't matter.
And no one jumps in, you know. No one jumps in.
No, the referee's
Nobody jumps in.
He's like, it's back.
So leave them. They're all standing watching until they're done. Then they all go back and sit down for a couple of minutes, and they're back in it. Our lookout team over here, we have one guy. All he does is fight. When the time comes, you're gonna hear the horn. Boom! He comes on. He's coming to fight. He has to entertain the viewer. I mean, the supporters. You're gonna hear, hey, my son, my wife, and myself. We just love it when we go there. Oh, every weekend. I can sometimes suspend some football games and go and entertain myself on the pitch, especially in the bad days when Chelsea lose. I go get my ticket. I walk through, sit down, and entertain myself. I just love it. I'll show you guys a picture of my some of my games as we're discussing it. I don't know, man. If it's the physicalness, the machine.
It's true. It's true. And you know what? And the worst thing, is because now that football has gone. Football has it's gone better in a sense, but then when you take out the grit and the aggressiveness from it, it's like you have these athletes, because these guys are faster and stronger than the players before. You can't have a Ronaldinho who can't do what he did yesterday in today's game. You can't do that. But if you're allowed, trust me, these new boys they're tough. Now you got left back, you got center backs here that move like strikers. So this is the thing where like if you don't allow them to get fully physical, it's like why are you big then? Then you see players here like Messi crossing players like Boateng because you don't want to hurt him. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got the shortest players twisting up the tallest players because they don't want to get physical with them.
And
why did I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Why did these top players become who they are? The world Pele. Do you know how many times Maradona got kicked in his shin? How many times he got kicked in his back? God. People just jump. They don't even go for the ball. They just jump and hit him in the back. And they don't even get a yellow card or a red card. Nowadays, you can't even go for a hard tackle.
I remember a physical player we had in our team that no one wanted to when they came up against him right here in Chelsea back in. You guys remember Marcel Desailly?
Oh,
no one wants to mess around.
Another Ghanaian.
My God,
he's a Ghanaian.
Yeah. Do you hear what Desailly said to Ronaldinho?
Yeah.
No.
You hear what Desailly said to Ronaldinho? Him and Makelele are bad guys, you know. Don't get it twisted. He said, Makelele grabbed Ronaldinho by the hair, He's like, hey, don't do that shit, Don't do that around here again, Because he chopped way through Desailly's legs. And Desailly was holding Ronaldinho by the neck. They're bad guys. Don't get it twisted. Them French guys, they're aggressive.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Marcel. He was one of our. Well, what a defender he was. Remember him and Frank Leboeuf at the back for Chelsea.
Frank Leboeuf. He scored. I can remember that goal that he scored for Chelsea. I think he scored one goal for Chelsea.
Yeah. The only thing with him now is he criticises our football club so much now, and that's since he's gone on ESPN. Him and Craig Burley
all the time.
Oh my God,
all the time.
I
don't mind. Craig Burley, I can't stand that guy. He's very annoying. He's never seen anything
the worst Chelsea
anything
player
good
ever,
with Chelsea. The worst player I've ever seen that he played for Chelsea and being a pundit. Very annoying person. Yeah,
with the most opinions. Yeah.
Can you imagine that the host, the lady, I forgot her name. I think what's her name? She was like, "Why don't you think you're being too harsh and being negative on Chelsea? Why are you always doing that?" She asked him when we're playing the FA Cup, because I always watch the FA Cup on the ESPN, and he was a pundit, either Shaka Hislov and him, or maybe it's him alone with the K Mary is the name. K Mary. He's always negative against Chelsea. I don't get it.
But do you know what it is, Nee? You know what it comes down to is, because he had, I think he had to have one bit of success with Chelsea. I think his success with Chelsea story was, I think it was either an FA Cup, it was a ZDS Cup, I can't remember. Mm-hmm. When we won it back in 1990, 1991, when we won the ZDS Cup at Wembley Stadium. And I'm going back now because you guys probably won't even remember. You probably will remember if you do. There was a guy called Tony DeRiga who scored a wicked free kick for us, and we won that tournament. We won that cup against Middlesbrough. And and that was actually my first ever game I went to watch, by the way, at Wembley, seeing that game. And I remember Craig Burley was amongst that squad, and that was the only trophy he ever won at Chelsea. After that, we got rid of him, because he wasn't good enough. And then ever since when we sold him on to Everton, the guy's always been bitter towards Chelsea. It's just how he's always been, and he carries on doing that. And I look at him and I think to myself, at least Chelsea have won things.
Yeah.
We won so much in the game without him being part of it, and that's probably what he's jealous of. So. Anyway, he continuously puts Chelsea down. Him and that other guy, the old Liverpool legend, who's
Steve Nicol. Steve Nicol.
Yeah, he's a good defender, by the way.
Yeah, very good. He scored lots of goals. Yeah.
He used to put between him and Craig Burley, their talk towards Chelsea is disgraceful. And I'm like thinking, my God, you're a Chelsea old boy, came through our ranks, bruv, and you're there sitting and criticising our team. I mean, what kind of a person does that, man? But it's what it is, mate.
Didn't you realize that he didn't receive the invite when the legends were being called to Stamford Bridge? He didn't receive any invite.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, they didn't invite him. They invite what's his name? Frank Leboeuf. They invited Frank Leboeuf and all the guys, Marcel Desailly, all the guys that have been through Chelsea, played for Chelsea. Petit was there. Only Craig Burley did not receive an invite. So no Chelsea fans should have any pity for that man. He's no good. He played for Ireland. I think he lost his teeth when he was playing for Chelsea. He did.
He hit his face against the goalpost, bro.
Yeah. I
remember that. Yeah, he hit his face against. He was going for a sliding challenge to clear the ball out, right? And he hit his face, boom, smack onto the goalpost.
He's got blood everywhere.
They used to call him Jaws afterwards. As his nickname.
Hey guys, Nana has conceded. Nana has conceded. Nana is conceding.
Another one.
Another one.
But you know what? When it comes to my strikers, I do not want them black or African. I'm not gonna lie. And this guy's Onana's not helping it. He's making it worse.
What defense? Hey, I see Mendy. Mendy say, yeah, Mendy's a goalkeeper for Senegal. Mendy. Another. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't trust him. Another criminal.
He has some good performance with Chelsea for a little bit, and then they started stinking the place up.
He was part of that Champions League squad, wasn't he? We can't deny that when we won it.
Yeah,
so I got to give. I mean, Mendy was good for us. I mean, he just went bad after that. I don't know what happened to him. He got that bad injury, and he just wasn't the same player afterwards, really, when he came back.
Hey, Koulibaly is playing. Koulibaly is in the defense today. Senegal are better. They have a better team. They have a better structure at Senegal. The young talents, the way they bring up young talents.
Is Jackson on the bench? Yeah, because I didn't see him in the starting lineup. Is he on the bench?
Jackson is there. Jackson is running.
Is he there?
Somebody pull him. Yeah, he's on the pitch.
Did he just come on? Did he come on? Did he come on as a substitute?
I'm not so sure. I put his the game up when we were streaming. So yeah, Jackson is on. He's wearing his what do you call it? The white bandage or whatever on his.
Oh, okay, he must have come on as. I don't think he didn't start the game, no, did he?
DJ, I just told you I did not.
Oh no, I thought Mackey might. I thought Mackey might have known. Sorry.
Okay. Oh no, you don't have to be sorry, DJ.
No, I've been watching that.
Oh
yeah.
Okay.
I haven't paid attention to that. I've been watching it, but I haven't paid full attention to the lineup and everything.
Yeah. Usually when I'm
Senegal, the guys.
Yeah, usually African Cup of Nations, I don't pay so much attention to the group stages. When they get to the round 16 quarterfinals going, that's where I start to watch it. Some of the teams are very, very bad. But this game,
I don't know. When I look at this type of football, it's weird because if you were to put this team and put a team like Ecuador in the same environment, they would crush it. I don't know what it is. Maybe because if you look at it, even the Brazilian leagues and Argentinian leagues and stuff, it's like they play on similar type of pitches.
Yeah, and
it's
the
like
style
you
of
get
play
players like Julian. Yeah, it's mad
Style of
because
play
you
is the
get the
same
Julian
thing.
Alvarez that come from there,
The game is over.
and it's like, yeah, why can't you play like the South Americans? You have bigger names than the South Americans do, you know?
Yeah. I
These
mean,
kind
it
of
feels.
games, you get Julian Alvarez, you crack a goal from far.
I see Juicy Gana Gay. I see Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane. Sa was on the sheet. Sa was on the sheet. Diallo and Mane. So Mane was on the score sheet today. Sadio Mane on the score sheet today. I know they're definitely going to beat, Cameroon. Cameroon are no good. They've not been good for a while. And then there's also a scandal going on with Samuel Eto'o Fields, who is the FA for the Cameroon national team. There's something going on there, over there. He's been touching the
Yeah,
money.
there's beef, innit?
Yeah. No, not
Yeah,
beef.
yeah, there's
Money. African leaders with
political
money.
ties. Yeah, mob ties. Yeah.
Yeah, a few years ago, the then Ghana FA president, he was being trapped by one guy called one of the guy who trap a lot of people. They trap him with money in the hotel. He was receiving the money, and there was a video and everything. He went to FIFA. FIFA sacked him.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's just like FA. It's just
And
like
then
FIFA.
Drogba tried to be president for the Ivory
So
Coast as well, isn't it?
yeah, they are corrupt. Drogba is not corrupt, but once you get in there, the African culture will
Yeah,
get into you. You start being corrupt because everyone is doing it. No one is accountable for anyone. No one is accountable to
yeah.
anyone. Everyone has to do it. There's no way,
And this
African
is why
Africa.
I'm not mad. I like the players, yeah, that want to play for like teams like England and France because it takes a lot to play for your country. People don't understand how much it takes, yeah, to even go down there and play for your country. It takes a lot.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort. Yeah. All right, DJ Sav and then Makeem, guys. It's been a nice chat. We'll be back again tomorrow. This time I'm gonna put some more information on African Cup of Nations. I'll start doing something. So I'll start doing something for the African Cup of Nations.
Sorry, brother. You heard that laughing. So my wife is watching something in the background, and she's just swore something hilarious.
I thought it was you laughing at me.
No, not me, brother.
shout out to your wife.
Thank you. Yeah, she's still laughing.
It's all good.
There we go.
It's all good.
Let
Let her have fun, DJ. Don't stop
Yeah,
it. Life
she
is
is.
too
She's
short. Life is too short.
it is. It's a program. It's called a program called No Hard Feelings. I
Yeah.
don't know, it's something.
Oh,
I think it's.
my
I
job
think
does
it's
the same thing to you.
I think it's a
Oh.
Six Flicks, bro. I think I'm not mistaken.
comedy.
Oh, okay. It's a comedy.
It's a comedy. She says a
Yeah.
comedy. Yeah, let her.
Okay.
DJ.
A Six
Is
Flicks.
it a rom-com, yeah?
God.
DJ, let her have fun, okay? Life is too short.
she is,
look
bruv. She
at
is,
the
she is.
lifespan. Look at the lifespan of a lion and a turtle. A turtle lasts for over 100 years. A lion have only a decade to go because they're always angry. They don't laugh. They don't smile all the time. Like the turtle doesn't do that. He has a patience. Even when you roll him over, he'll be there for a while trying to get back on his feet. It'll take him time to get there. So they last forever. But a lion only killing people all the time. So let her enjoy her lifestyle, man. Life is too short. Let her laugh.
She does. I'm only mad. It's just only because you guys could hear her laughing in the background.
Yeah,
That was
people always talk about Chelsea down kids making too much noise. I tell you, I don't care. When it's too much, I'll say something. I don't care. Let the kids have fun. Let them have fun. It don't bother me that much. The only thing that bothers me is when the music is in the background. But kids are talking and it's not that bad. It's all right. Nothing to worry about. All right, Makeem, you guys, DJ stuff. You guys enjoy the rest of the evening. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes,
all right,
sir.
good night.
Yes,
good night,
big up to you, Makeem. Big up.
Yeah.
Regards to you as well and your family, bro. Peace up. Peace, guys.
Good night, brothers. Bye-bye. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.